This program shows the basic operation of the slide, an important component of your facility's emergency response plan. The slide is essential for the safe evacuation of non-ambulatory people who must be evacuated from single-story or multi-story buildings. The location of this equipment is a key part of your evacuation plan as you map out the safest exits, paths, and stairwells. Before using your slide, refer to the operations manual for specific weight and operator requirements. Heavy patients require more operators. Before using the slide, inspect it visually, looking for wear, strap fraying, or other damage. If using the stairwell belay box, inspect the anchor bolt annually and prior to each use. Make sure your evacuation path is clear of water, ice, and debris, any of which can increase your risk of injury. Do not operate the slide, belay equipment, or other accessories without proper training. Before you need to use the slide, it's helpful to practice the assembly process without a patient or the pressure of an emergency situation. It's extremely easy to use, but a little practice makes everything go even more smoothly. Remove the slide from its storage sleeve. Put the bed in its lowest position, lower the rails, and lock the casters. A minimum of 2 people are required for a safe patient transfer from a bed to the slide. Judge the size of the patient. If you need more help, get it. Unfold the slide and get restraints out of your way. Unfold the sidewalls and foot panel. Log roll the patient to one side while you place the slide under the patient. Allow the folded side against the patient to remain folded. Then roll the patient onto the slide. Now, to pull the other side out, log roll the patient toward you far enough to release and unfold the side that is under the patient. If available, use the pillow embedding for added patient comfort during transport. With 2 people, the head and foot end can be assembled at the same time. Fold the sidewalls up to be vertical and fold the foot panel up and over itself. Capture the foot panel by folding the extended sidewall panels over and buckling the strap. Adjust the strap to be snug. Pull the patient down toward the assembled foot as far as possible to give you room to assemble the head end. Bend the sidewall extensions toward each other and push the big tabs into the slots marked A and B on the bottom. Use your other hand to push the bottom up until you feel the tabs pop into place. Now wrap the C-flap up and over the sidewall extensions and push that tab into the slot marked C. Everything locks into place. Next, fasten the black restraints across the patient diagonally. Pull the restraints tight with the end of the strap. The only time you wouldn't use diagonal strapping is if the patient is so big that the straps won't reach, then go straight across. The patient must be secured in the slide before transferring from the bed to the floor. To get the patient off the bed, use the device handles to ease the patient to the floor by lowering the foot end first, followed by the head end. Transferring an injured person from the floor to the slide is a similar process. Make room next to the person on the floor for assembly of the slide. Unbuckle the restraints and unfold the head end. Log roll the person, center, and assemble just as with someone in a bed. One person can slide a patient along the floor by grasping the 2 foot end pull handles and walking backward. For easier transport with 2 people, each person grasps one of the foot end handles and walks forward. To move someone downstairs requires a minimum of 2 operators for safety and control. The head end and foot end operators grasp handles firmly as the foot end operator pulls the slide 3/4 of the way off the first stair. The head end operator leans back to support the patient's weight. Descend at a controlled speed, staying toward the inside rail to allow for easier turns on the landings. Begin the turn when the slide is halfway onto the landing. Use the patient's hip as a reference pivot point for making the turn. If there's a shortage of staff or when using the slide with a very heavy patient, the Stairwell belay system allows controlled stair descent. Before using the Stairwell belay, inspect all components. See the operation manual for inspection requirements. Only operators trained in belay use should operate the Stairwell belay. Do not use for hoisting, and keep hair, clothing, and body parts clear of the belay system. To anchor the Stairwell belay, wrap the runner a couple of times around any solid architectural object, such as a railing, and secure it with its carabiner. Never use a person as an anchor point. To avoid risk of patient or operator injury, make sure the carabiner is locked by twisting the thumb lock mechanism. Attach the rescue rope to the head and web handles of the slide with the second carabiner. Again, make sure the carabiner is locked with the thumb lock mechanism. Wrap the rope behind your waist and grab the rescue rope on either side of your body, putting slight tension on the red friction belay as your partner guides the slide to the end of the steps. The foot end operator pulls the slide 3/4 of the way off the first stair. The belay operator provides resistance as the foot end operator guides and turns the slide at the landings. The two operators communicate with each other and coordinate their movements. The belay has enough rescue rope for 2 floors. At the second floor, detach the runner and reattach it on a solid architectural object, locking the carabiner with the thumb lock mechanism, and continue the descent. When using the Stairwell belay box, first open the door by pulling firmly. The system should have a carabiner already attached to the P38 wall anchor in the box. Simply deploy the rescue rope and attach it to the head-end slide web handles with the attachment carabiner checking that the thumb lock is completely tightened for security. Alternatively, you can wrap the anchor point runner through the P38 wall anchor bolt, wrap the rope behind your waist, maintain a firm grip as you take up the slack, pull the rescue rope toward the belay device to hold the weight end of the patient, and control the descent as your partner guides the slide down the stairs. You can control up to 800 pounds with this method. A Stairwell belay box on every other floor will allow evacuation without detaching belay devices from the boxes. The rescue rope is long enough for 2 staircases. On every other floor, reattach the slide to each new belay device, making sure the attachment belay is completely locked through the web handles with the thumb lock mechanism, and continue your descent following the same process. If the web handles are too long, you can shorten them by threading them through the side slots on the slide and attaching the carabiner to the shortened handles. For more information and details about the slide and its accessories, contact your account manager.